Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 2, The Shadows of Arm, with me, 42GS42. We are going to ultimately go and see Bodhi, but just before we do, can have one last look at the playhouse before we go to Bodhi, and perhaps move on to the next main part of the game. What are we doing with you, Edwin? Oh yes, we're looking at the spells.
Yes, master. What should I fetch now?
You'll fetch a haste. Let's go.
Of course.
Right, we're going to quickly go to the playhouse.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Or are we? Ah, I was just speaking about that. Mech, it's Mech. Heck, it's Mech. Patron Master Higgold says he needs to speak with you. Some problem or other with the bloody music. It's not one thing, it's another. Just get yourself a loot. Loot's what I say. Yeah, well, I was heading off there anyway, so that's perfect timing, in fact. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Going to the playhouse anyway. So, it's as if the game read my mind. Off to the playhouse. I think it's the only main. Well, I say main. It's a main quest if you're a bard. It's the only main quest that's still ongoing, apart from certain companion quests. Right, so we're going here. 5 Flagons, my playhouse. Even though I still have to pay to sleep there. That's right. 16 gold out of over 390,000.
Another night sometime, sure.
How much do I have? Yeah, close to 400,000. Very close.
Yes.
Here we go. Down we go.
Just as I thought.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Let's see what the problem is this time.
Onward then.
Hello.
Fear the life is never dull.
Well, yes, we have a disaster on our hands. I don't know if it's a curse or just bad luck. Oh, I barely more than a week to the opening. Oh, there's a week to go, and this happens.
I trust all is well.
Thank Milil, the Lord Patron is here. Maybe he can sort this whole mess out now. The musician we hired to perform the score, he has disappeared. I heard rumours of him having debt problems, but regardless, he is gone. And it gets worse. Not only is it too late to replace him, but he vanished with the original score. I have no copy and I don't know where to get one. No music and no score to follow, even if we did have music. Oh, this is a disaster, But Higgold, I told you that I do know of someone who is here in Athkatla who could replace your musician. In fact, I've already talked to him. No, I told you, we can't ask the Lord Patron to spend more. We just can't, especially when the play is going nowhere. Don't be so hard on yourself, Higgold. Well, I will tell him myself then. Patron, I know a rather famous harpist from Scornubel who happens to be in Athkatla currently. This is new to me. I mean, all this playhouse quest is new to me, so it's a new quest effectively that I don't know about. His name is Balmittens, and he's available if you wish to hire him. Better yet, he already knows the score to the Termish play from memory. That's good. The only drawback, well, I did say he was famous, and he is a wonder to behold, but he would add such beauty to the play, but he costs 500 gold to do the task. 500 gold? I've only got 399,000. No, ignore that boss, it's too much to ask. I can play the harp. I have taken many lessons. What did you say, Marcus? I can play the harp really well, in fact. That's great, but it doesn't solve the problem about not having the score, however. Well, I don't know the score much, but I knows it little. I suppose I could try to write a new score, it wouldn't be so bad. That's an option, and wonderful news, but whereas you're skilled in the bard parts, perhaps you can write the score from memory. Me? What do you think? So, hire this Balmittens fellow. Not only does he know the score, he's a fine musician. Yeah, I'll probably do that to be honest. I don't know if I trust my memory. If Marcus is willing to play, I'll let him write score. If Marcus is willing to play, I'm happy to test my intellect and rewrite score. If it relies on wisdom, it would be awful score. If it relies on intelligence, it would be good score. But I'm going to pay this Balmittens fellow, because I've got 500 gold. You would hire the harpist Balmittens. That is wonderful news. You are almost too gracious for this. Balmittens will have the ordnance and thralls, so we've gained some experience, plus some gold. That's fine though. That's most excellent, and this means it all doesn't fall on you, eh, Marcus? I suppose. Oh, Hexatenary's leveled out from that. Oh, fantastic. Anything more to say, sir?
Fear the life is never dull.
End complications are there. Bloody actors, but all I ask is for them to actually think they'd be willing to do that. Same centre.
Here the life is never dull.
Let's have a brief look at the stage. I don't think they do really say anything. Chapel tables. New. Talk for people.
Well met and welcome.
No, that's the same.
So long as you are polite,
That's the
I
same.
shall tolerate you.
You look like a good enough sort.
That's the same.
Good business to you.
That's the same.
Is this important?
Eagles says I might be a real ex someday. Now, are you going to talk about dwarves on the rafters, or gnomes, or the other thing that you said?
You seem worthy enough.
No, why is everyone making such a fuss? Just a few guys to memorise. Okay. Nothing really new there. Again, we'll check that. Check that.
I'm so happy you brought me with you. I never
Okay,
imagined that we would be
let's
doing
leave.
such great things.
We are going to go, finally, to see Bodhi. Now that we've sorted out the
Something you
latest
need.
playhouse problem.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Right off we go to see Bodhi.
Task at hand.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
We'll go. Squeeze equidistant either way. on this
As
map.
you will.
We'll go that way. Really doesn't matter. Come on, team. Catch up. Ace is worn off. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Just for the sake of. Oh, I forgot about these two levelling. We'll use another haste just before we do.
I am
Level.
ready.
Yeah, we'll boost these two, so that goes up to 100. That goes to 90. That's fine. Yeah, done. No proficiencies there. And you have also levels. And no proficiencies. Level 7 mage spell, that's good for you. Oh, abilities for Aerie. Oh, her first ability. Now, what should we have here? Oh, Energy Blades is really, really good. It's a bit like Mel's Mighty Meteors, except they're much better. Get plus 10 to Thaco. That means they'll hit very easily. Well, eat more easily with them. They do additional electrical damage. I think I might well go for that. I mean, these are all, everything here is good. Elemental Summoning, Straw, Glow Blaze would be good. Summon a Diva, Summon a Fallen Diva. Summoning Creatures, Implosion, that's like an explosion spell. Mass Raise Dead, World Flooding Death. Some of these are mage things, and she can't. I don't think she can learn the mage things yet, or she can't learn those lower things yet. Until she effectively reaches high level abilities with a mage, but these top ones are more cleric ones. I'm going to go for Energy Blades because it is really good, that. If I remember correctly, that is really, really good. Yep, we'll do that. Done. I don't know if it's a spell that she has to memorise or just an ability that she gets. We'll find out the next time we rest. Let's check the levels. 24, 19, 13, 13, 23. 14, 14, and 16. I mean, some classes level faster than others. Edwin's a little bit behind everyone else because there's some party factors there.
Something you need.
Anyway, what I was going to do, I was going to cast haste.
Of course.
Edwin,
Yes.
cast with another haste. Let's go.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
To the Graveyard District. And here we are. And there we go. This word for you.
Just name what you want.
There. That'll do. Okay.
You'd best change your tune, for my axe is itching for a swing or two, and I've been likely to stop it.
Of course.
Alright. Back to see our bestest friend, Baldur. We've done it! We've killed Aaron Linsdale or Vale or whatever his name was.
Ah, you return. I take it that your hunt was successful?
Certainly was.
I'm sure it was a fulfilling chase, one that I certainly wish I had seen.
Yeah, blasted lightning bolts all around that room. I've been your entertainment for long enough to fulfill our deal. You're capable of the battle and the chase. Are we through with the games now? I've done everything you asked. Is there anything else you wish? Shall be nice. Now I'll say you were capable of the battle and the chase. Are we through with the games now?
You have complied with my conditions, met my challenges, and have proven your ability to me and my cause. What cause is this, you may ask? I shall tell you.
Everyone gains some quest experience points.
The disruption of the Shadow Thieves was the pulling of a splinter. More a happy side effect to your evaluation for service. Certainly useful, but not the true calling of either of us.
Indeed.
You seek Imoen, your
I do.
lost comrade. I am prepared to give you her location and the means with which to reach her.
Get on with them. That's it. My main interest is in finding out what Irenicus can do for me. There is a caveat, however. When you find Irenicus, he is to be mine as well. His death will not come until we've both been satisfied. Mentioned of this. You mentioned some of this long ago. What do you know of this fiend? Yes, I'll say that. I know much and will share it. You do not know the full picture of the man, and I cannot blame you for your cautiousness. It is true that Irenicus was your captor, and indeed, your stay in his care was not the most comfortable, but there were circumstances that you are not aware of. Irenicus requested a service of the Shadow Thieves, for which they demanded your capture as payment. You are of great interest to them, as you probably know. I know, Boris, that you are a child of Baal. Baal, among other things, was lord of murder. Irenicus has a fascination with death, so you are of interest. I am the first to say that I do not endorse the experiments that were done, but you should know there is a reason to them. So he tracked me down and did what he wished. Why talk to my companions? I will get to that in a moment. While you were in John's care, he discovered the potential and and resolved to aid your development. He mistook the unfortunate effects of his experience for torture. More might have been revealed to you, but he had a confrontation with the Shadow Thieves. Of course, you saw the outcome of that battle with your own Imoen spirited away. You seek her, and I seek Irenicus. Both of us could benefit from his return and hers. What do you mean, both of us? What do you want out of this? I require several things, but please allow me to clarify. I know full well that your efforts to retrieve Irenicus would not be gentle. Irenicus is the only remnant of family that I have. We have survived through different means, but he is, for all intents and purposes, my brother. Really? That said, there are certain things that I want. I cannot access much of his knowledge while he is incarcerated. I would have him released and pliable to my will. I seek his return so I might use his knowledge. His condition will be irrelevant, and what I learn from him will benefit you as well. This is what I can offer. So betray your brother. Perhaps I can help, as long as you don't interfere with my goals. What's the nature of the fight with the Shadow Thieves? You ask too much. I've already paid the large sum of voluntary help. You must have been close to Irenicus before. Why did you not use him then? I'll say that. You must have been close to Irenicus before. Why did you not use him then? He is powerful, as you saw. I doubt I could have convinced him to reveal secrets while he was at full strength. Now he's weakened by rage and combat. So you betray him, would you? Even as you rescue him, he deserves worse. Perhaps he does, and perhaps he will get it. What happens is entirely dependent on your willingness to help. Do it for Imoen and yourself. What was your nature with the fight with the Shadow Thieves? I do not concern myself with my brother's self-destructive plans. He angered them, and as he angers many. Some other experiment gone wrong, perhaps. It is possible that they even suspected my relationship to him. I have become quite the thorn in their sides. Well, I've said that. You ask too much of me. I've already paid a large amount of gold for your help. I'll say perhaps I can help you, so long as this does not interfere with my own goals. It will not interfere. You'll reach Irenicus and Imoen with ease, for they are both in the same place, a horrible place designed to hold the strong-willed. The Cal wizards took them to the one place that mages in Athkatla truly fear, a place where power is stripped and examined, where minds are laid open for study. The political bureaucrat calls it a residence for the magically deviant, but mages just call it Spellhold. It is an asylum where people are sent to disappear. Then it is a simple matter of retreating from this place. What sort of place is this that no one knows of it? If it were as simple as walking to the gates and demanding entrance, it would have been done a dozen times over for the sake of the other inmates. Spellhold is an asylum, a place designed to hold mages and other talented people. Even in this magically repressive society, it would be considered cruel. The island it is located on is under its own rule, and even the Cal wizards are not certain of what becomes of those sent there. It is considered a necessary evil, and like so many other evils, no one really wanted to deal with it once it began. I have used your gold to secure passage to the Isle. You will have to contend with the asylum itself, and with the pirates that run the Isle. You will not be coming? I'm certain I can use the help. You can say, I'm ready to go now, or I'll be stopped. I'll say, are you not coming? I could use help. Oh, I will be going, though I do not enjoy the movement of the water. Once we are there, I will ascertain what my involvement should be. Then I'll set sail this instant, ready the ship, and I'll be on my way. Or then we'll go as soon as we stop supplies. Have the ship ready. So if you haven't prepared like I have, you can do that and still go around in Athkatla, restock the supplies, rest, do whatever you need to do, restock the spells. But I am ready the ship, and I'll be on my way. The ship awaits your arrival. A safe journey to you, Boris. May you find what we both seek. And I heard the levelling noise. And another cutscene.
Awaken, child. It is time for another test.
Oh, please. I can't take this.
It's Imoen.
Patience, Imoen. Soon it will all end.
No! Don't do this! I don't want to die!
Silence, dog. You have no purpose but to die by my hand.
In cactus pulca imperium.
You are nearly ready for her, Imoen. She will be pleased.
This is to be your transport, and I trust you will try to get along with the crew. That may prove difficult from time to time, but your effort would be appreciated.
It's a really nice little cutscene there with Irenicus and Imoen, and he used the souls of the Shadow Thieves for his experiments. Meanwhile, Bodhi is of this.
Why, Mistress Bodhi, you speak of our relations as though they've been unkind to you. I sincerely hope that's not the case.
Simon Haverian, probably the most, what's the word? One of the most beguiling yet deceptive thieves there is.
Not at all, Simon. Though at times you can be a little trying on the nerves. I certainly meant no offense.
I would not dream of taking any such offense to you, Mistress Bodhi. You're a delight to work with in all things.
Boris, this is Simon. I'll just call him Simon. Simon Haverian, and he is the captain of this vessel. His word is law aboard the ship, within reason, of course. Again, I sense hesitation in your voice, Mistress Bodhi, such that I must seriously consider re-examining the way in which I conduct myself. You are as incapable of change as a mountain vista. Careful nudging over 1,000 years might create a crack, but you would simply turn to show an unblemished side. Distress and woe. I had best make well and ensure that your cargo reaches the Isle safely, lest your opinion be lower to positively subterranean levels. Writing is very good in this game, as we said. Over 20 years ago now, or at least 20 years ago, my opinion of you is firmly entrenched among the stars. Simon Haverian, now explain the voyage to come. What, pray tell, the name of your ship sees? Yeah, 2000 or 2001 this game was out in. So, at least 20 years ago. We're now in 2021. It changes with the wind and gust of the wind. Never do I seem to have fixed the nameplate with proper resin. For now, Galante will suffice. In other words, he's stolen, probably. As for the journey, I trust milady will be spending the bulk of it below decks. I know your ever alabaster skin finds the sunlight and breathing water to be an irritant, most caustic. That is my concern alone, Seaman. I'll be Seaman. And, no more will be said of it. To the details of the voyage, if you please. Of course, Mistress Bodhi, of course. Boris, being inexperienced with the sea as you are, I suggest you pay careful heed to my words. And speak on be done with it. I wish to be underway as soon as possible. I'd love to say that, but no, I'll say it. You are the captain, I shall listen attentively to your warnings. And well you should. No other captain would dare the voyage. Cowards all, I should say. No stomach for the vivid taste of adventure. A touch sour to the palate perhaps, but ripened by the gold you have paid. The journey shall be swift, for I have a good ship and fine crew, veterans both and well seasoned. You may scarcely notice the passing of the voyage. That's not to say they're not dangerous. A sudden squall or hidden reef could prove deadly, though we are more likely to encounter pirates of ill repute, as opposed to the pirate of good repute which we have hired. Mistress Bodhi, you do me great harm to suggest I would stoop to such behaviours, a grievous falsehood, the very stuff of fantasy. Very well, though I trust that you know the pirates' hunting grounds well enough to see us safely through. Of course, a stalwart captain is always prepared for any eventuality. Then I trust the trip will be uneventful. I will hold you to that promise of safety. Indeed, Boris, it would be unfortunate if we mistook the attacking pirate for one in our midst. I'm not sure I approve of the tone of this discourse. Best that we direct our thoughts to the voyage ahead of us and set our sails. Or shall be set on arrival. Hold fast, the journey begins.
Bodhi was as good as her word, and you were quickly under sail, the flamboyant Seaman Havarian at the helm. The journey is uneventful, and if there were other ships on the same course, they must have kept a discreet distance. You make good time, and soon there is a sizable island on the horizon. It might have been considered a pleasant place, but a grim shadow extends the length of it. The asylum, Spellhold, looms from a cliffside.
Indeed. So welcome to Chapter 4.
We have arrived, and in good time, I might add. Congratulatory remarks for all the crew, and to our visitors for their delightful company.
Bah! Well, I have no intention of being pleasant. I've heaved up enough of my guts on this trip to leave me emptier than a halfling's head. Never will you get me aboard a ship again. Oh, is that what those retching noises were? I thought that perhaps there was a wounded seal somewhere on board giving birth. I don't think I've seen this combat. I don't know if I've ever had both Korg and Jahir in the party at the same time. Oh, that's hilarious. I'll respond to your comment with my axe if the mere thought of moving didn't make my stomach roil. Begone and count yourself lucky this time. Yes, Simon Havarian, it was particularly wily of you to distract those other ships we saw in the distance. I take it that your signals in the night were some type of warning? That sounds a bit suspect. Yes, well, I thought they might be pirates, so I merely displayed a series of lights that mirrored the road. I wished to appear as though I were one of their own. A masterful job of camouflage. It seems that they truly believed your signal, and it meant there would be no trouble. No, it seems that they believed your signal meant there'd be trouble if they attacked. Well, one must always be prepared for such elements upon the sea. Fortunately, they are short of wit, though long of blade. Regardless, you are now safely at your destination, and I shall cheerfully take my leave of you. It's been a pleasure, Mistress Bodhi. I shall need a guide about town. Perhaps you would accompany me for a while? An excellent idea, Boris. In fact, was that not part of our original deal, Seaman? Yes, I think it was. Of course, Mistress Bodhi. It had merely slipped my mind for the moment. Luckily, I reminded you Seaman will tell you what you need to know of this place, Boris. I have business of my own I must attend to. Find out how to safely reach the asylum and rescue your comrade Imran. I shall await the inevitable ruckus and meet you afterwards. Good luck, Boris. I look forward to our next meeting. There you go. Is Simon going to say anything else?
Something you need?
Aye.
Yes.
Speak your mind.
Mistress Bodhi does have a way of making her words cut you with their very vowels. A heart of gold, though only because it has been ripped from her chest and gilded and such. If you feel that way, why did you help us? The tone is different now. Yeah, the tone is very different now. Public respect must be given to ensure future prospects. She knows how well I feel, and I doubt she trusts me any more than I do her. I merely broach the subject to test your own perceptions, to see if they are to my liking. They will do. The payment for my service was such that I worried about your nature. You did you? What nature is that then? Enough of this for now. I must carry out my duties and see that your entrenchment to your entrenchment within the town. Step close, for there are ne'er-do-wells at every turn. The tavern is the surest place to find what you need. Okay.
Yes?
Anything else? Quick save while I can. Do you have anything else to say to us?
I wouldn't dream of
Herein
refusing.
you shall find what you need. I will go no further, lest I be recognized and harm your efforts.
The Vulgar Monkey Tavern should hold what you're looking for. I thought you were
I
told to
shall
come with
return
us.
to my ship and leave you to whatever trials you must face.
Yeah, exactly.
My best advice is to be polite to
I'm
all
saying-
you meet here.
I'm saying exactly for the first one. Bodhi said you were to guide me. You risk her anger with your laziness. Do not think my actions are such, as it is another matter entirely. Laziness is but one of my motivators. I have a name about this town that is not spoken in polite company. My presence will prove more hindrance than help. Wise thoughts dictates that I return to my vessel and scan the horizon for anything that might prove troublesome. The vantage from my hammock is the best, I think. You lazy... Bah! Fine, leave us. As if we care what your reputation might be. I've half a mind to turn you into a slug and show you what I do with lackeys who fail me. Speak with Sanic inside. He has little left for me, but there's scant about this town that does not pass his notice. Okay, and he's... Well, okay. Well, it's time to explore this island. Oh, he's still there. I don't think there's anything else aboard the ship. Talk to him one more time. Anything more to say, Simon?
Having trouble? I should have thought that those in Mistress Bodhi's employ would be more adept at caring for their own needs.
Maybe. I'm having trouble finding a way to the asylum. Any thoughts? I can't really shed any light on the problem beyond sending you to Sanic as I have done. Have you spoken with him? He's in the tavern. Okay, I'll talk to him. Return to your lounging. I don't know whether. I don't need to. Oh, he's buggered off. Now he's gone. Oh, he's lounging around here. I'll talk to you one more time. Oh, it's going again.
Having trouble?
No.
I should have thought that those in Mistress Bodhi's employ would be more adept at caring for their own needs.
Continue with the lounging. I don't know whether. While I'm here, lightning. Who has the spell? Who has it? You have it. Clairvoyance. Perfect place to cast clairvoyance. It's not that. Do you have it? Ah, there it is. And we get to see the whole beautiful map. So this is island. There are many places we can go. We've been told to go to the Vulgar Monkey, so we shall go to the Vulgar Monkey first.
Something you need?
Let's head off. I'll leave you then, Simon.
Oh, yes!
Check what's in this box first. Should have really got not Bodhi, my own Bodhi to do that. Hexat, I forgot your name for a second there. Alright, well,
Yes?
we'll head off this way, but for now, I'll say like, comment, subscribe.
Hey,
no, I won't because there's something happening. You'll pay, you will, I'll see to it. I stand by my claims, a pox on your father's father if you wish otherwise. I've never been so insulted in all my born days. You, sir, are rotter. Stow it in your aft deck, milksop. Gentlemen, if you please. I fear the duels together today, and I haven't time for particulars of each. Quite right from my standpoint, his commentary on my lineage demands blood, and his constant blethering demands me boot in his backside. I'll do it for you, right straight I will. Then bring a weapon to bear, gentlemen. I will duly record the outcome, and prevent any investigation of impropriety. Huh? It means you'll make sure I don't get into trouble for killing your sorry posterior. That's the last I hear from your prophet's tongue, I swear. And they are going to fight.
No patience for citizens.
We shall
Our
observe.
stay had best be a short one.
Culture will defeat your loutish groups each and every time. Oh, sported sir, I shall have the showing apprised of the results. And
Something you need?
And they've gone into the festival. Okay, well, it's just a sword. I don't really need that sword, but I'll take it just for the sake of picking something up on this island.
Yes.
And there's the festival. We don't need to go into the festival yet. In fact, there's a question mark there. Lady Golvena's festival is currently closed. You shall have to return later. Oh, that's just the 4 seasons there. I'm not going to talk about it. Maybe later. Anyway, I'll gather here. I'll say like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, to the pip.